Good morning, my dear students. Today we have our second class of tax planning, and we all know that in the first class I myself discussed about the topic of discussions what are there in our tax planning curriculum, means tax planning and procedure. So in the tax planning portion, I will start with the introduction part, which is tax. What is tax planning, what is tax avoidance, and what is tax evasion. First of all, you should know this. This is your entirely basic thing to understand what is tax planning, what is tax avoidance, and what is tax evasion, even tax management also. You see, over the last few decades, since when a income tax act has been introduced, it has been observed that there is a constant struggle between the taxpayers and the tax collectors. Means those who are paying the tax, they are called as the taxpayers, and you know that those who are actually collecting the tax, they are known as the tax collectors. And the taxpayers always tries to reduce their tax liability, and the tax collector obviously struggling to take the advantages of income tax act, as there has been many loopholes through which the taxpayers go through while providing a minimum amount of tax to the government. That loopholes may be basically considered as the tax planning. If you plan the tax in a proper manner, if you know about your deductions, if you know what are the deductions should be deducted from your total income, you know we have several deductions. We are studying those different deductions under chapter 6A, 80C, 80CCD, 80C, 80CC, 80D, 80DD, 80DDB, 80E, 80G, and so on. Even in the 5th semester, we have go through the deduction under section 10A, 10AA and all. So there has been many deductions which we, after computing our net income, we deduct the deduction, we get the total tax, total income, or which we call as the net income. On that net income, what we have to do, we need to pay the tax, and that tax is based on different slabs. We know tax slabs are of different types. If you fall the age of below 60 years, you need to pay a tax up to 2,50,000, it is free. Beyond 2,50,000, which is 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, you need to pay a tax of 5%. Beyond 5 lakh but less than 10 lakh, you need to pay 20%. And beyond 10 lakh but up to 30 lakh, you need to pay 30%. And for surcharge also, if it is beyond 50 lakh but less than 1 crore, you need to pay 10% of surcharge. Like that, you need to pay the tax. And if you are senior citizen, up to 3 lakh, it is nil. Beyond 3 lakh to 5 lakh, it is 5%. And the same procedure goes on from 5 lakh to 10 lakh and 10 lakh to 30 lakh and beyond also. Also the surcharge you need to pay. And also, if you are a super senior citizen, means if you are an age of more than 80 years, then also up to 5 lakh you don't need to pay any tax. Then beyond 5 lakh to 10 lakh you need to pay 20%. Beyond 10 lakh but less than 30 lakh you need to pay 30%, like that. And if you are a company, you know you need to pay a 30% tax, which is corporate tax rate. You know that. And whatever the surcharges which are to be payable, you need to pay. And also the health and education cesses also. So you know how to plan your tax. So tax planning, in literal word, tax planning can be defined as an arrangement of one's financial and economic affairs by taking a complete legitimate benefit of all deductions, that is deductions like under section 80C, D, 80G, 80GG, 80DDB and all, exemptions also, even the allowances, even the rebates. You know, rebate under section 87A we have gone through. rebate under section 87A in our previous semester also. So even those rebates, so that we need to minimize the amount of tax. So this is a proper planning. You are planning on the basis of reducing your payment of tax to the government. So this is tax planning. Suppose you know under section 80C the maximum amount you can deduct, which is 1,50,000, and what you can do beyond 1,50,000 you cannot get the deductions. So you need to plan your spendings in that manner so that it is within 1,50,000 and you can get the maximum deduction out of 80C. So this is the planning. You are making the plan so that it is go through in a proper systematic manner, proper organized manner, proper definited manner. That is basically what we regarded as tax planning. So I have discussed the first point, which is tax planning, right? Now I will discuss what is tax avoidance. See, tax avoidance means basically you are planning the tax in a proper manner, but what is avoidance? You are trying to avoid it beyond the rules of the nomenclature, rules or nomenclature or procedures or format of the Income Tax Act. Means you are not following the proper norms, proper rules while charging the tax, and you are trying to escape, you are trying to avoid of paying the tax, and which is illegal, in an illegal manner, and which is basically also not morally correct. See, if you are an Indian citizen and you know you need to deduct the tax, you need to charge tax at the rate of certain percentage, your income is so high, it is your moral etiquette, moral duty to pay that certain amount of tax to that respective organization, means the government, to the central government. You need to pay the tax. That is your premier motive of paying the tax. But what you are doing? You are trying to avoid. छोड़ो, क्या बात है? I will not pay the tax. क्या फर्क पड़ेगा अगर मैं टैक्स नहीं दिया? 138 crore people are living. So if I am a single person or someone like me also, taking for an example, maybe 30,000 people, or maybe you take 1% of 1,38,000, maybe 1 crore people are not paying the tax. So it is basically the loss of the government, and also you are not following the rules or the nomenclature or the guidelines that the Income Tax Act provided. You need to pay the tax when you are earning income. You need to file the return of income also. But what you are doing, instead of paying the tax, you are avoiding the amount of tax. So that is what we call as tax avoidance. You are not paying the tax, which is basically not into the motive of the law. You are violating the law. You are taking the action against the government without paying the tax. So you need to charge, or you need to bear the penalty if you have been caught. So that is tax avoidance, which is illegal, which is completely illegal. And tax, but one thing you can do, if you are following a proper norms, proper rules, proper guidelines while paying the tax, while paying in a proper manner, if you are taking the loopholes of the act, suppose, means what is not there into the guidelines, it has not been clearly mentioned, or these loopholes you are gathering and applying while you are paying the tax liability. So that can be considered as a legal sanction. So tax avoidance is basically, in one sense it's not correct, but basically if you go through a truer version, it has a legal sanction. Tax avoidance is intentional tax planning before the actual tax liability arises. Any planning of tax which aims at reducing or negotiating the tax liability in a legally recognized permissible manner. I am repeating once again. If you are following the nomenclature, if you are permitting the limit, permissible limit, if you are following the permissible limit and within the norms, means ethical norms of paying tax, and that is basically legal sanction. So tax avoidance we call as a legal sanction of avoiding the tax while paying it. Now coming to tax evasion. Evasion means an illegal method you are following while avoiding the tax. Tax evasion is basically you are following illegal method of avoiding of payment of tax. Means you are not following the rules nomenclature of the Income Tax Act as well as the rules provided by the central government while paying the tax. You are basically going against the law. You are taking illegal actions while not paying the amount of tax. A person may plan his finances in such a manner strictly within the four corners of taxation statute that his tax liability is minimized. Tax liability is minimized. Minimizing your liability is your basic objective, and you should go with the permissible limit or legal method of limiting your tax liability. If you go beyond that, means if you take any irrespective actions, taking any illegal methods, that is evasion. So tax planning means it's planning properly while paying the tax. Avoidance, you are avoiding the tax while taking the loopholes of the law, taking the loopholes of the law. That is tax avoidance, and this is totally illegal technique. This is basically totally an illegal technique you applied. So I hope you understand what is tax planning, what is tax avoidance, and what is tax evasion. So one thing I need to highlight, tax management. Another method I need to highlight, tax management. What is that? The objective of tax management is basically to comply with the provisions of the law. Tax management basically relates with the as past data, that is assessment of the procedure, rectification, revision or appeals or any matter regarding that. Again, it relates with the present data, filing of tax return on time on the basis of the records, and also the future corrective actions. Tax management has a limited scope. What does it mean? Limited scope means it deals with a specific activity which may be, suppose, filing of return of income on time, or drafting appeals, or deduction of tax at source. Means it performs only that specific objective, not any further beyond objective. And as we know, as a result of effective tax management system, if you manage the tax management system properly in an organization, you can avoid penalty or interest or any other procedures of your company. Means if your tax management procedure is superb in an organization, so you are not paying any penalty to the authorities of Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, or Central Board of Income Tax or Income Tax Authorities, like that. Means your effective tax management system should be like that. You can avoid your penalties, which can save your money, which can help you to grow your business, expand your business. So that is what we call as tax management. So today I have discussed these 4 important points of tax planning, tax avoidance, tax evasion, and also the tax management. So this is the basic concept before going to any other concept of tax planning procedure. So this is the part. Then in my next class, that will be on Tuesday, because there will be no class on Saturday. I will not take class on this coming Saturday. So my next class will be focuses on tax planning with reference to new businesses. Or new businesses means how you format your new business, how will be your tax planning procedures. And again, I will be discussing these 3 parts with the help of one sum in my next class also. Okay, thank you for the class, for patient hearing. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you very much.